internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward. There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well, I want to make crypto great for America. That's the only thing. I don't want to have somebody else have crypto and have China be #1 in the world in crypto. Because in crypto, it's a kind of an industry where basically you're going to have #1 and you're not going to have a #2.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. All I gotta say is wow. A 60 minutes dropped with Trump. You heard the video. Do you guys recall years ago when Biden came into the administration? I'll play the full clip by Donald Trump in a second, and then we got a jaw dropper by Peter Thiel. Remember, I've been telling you guys for a very long time that America has to be, and they will be, and they must be #1 in crypto. That is their main objective. And, you know, we put on our tinfoil hat and I said, you know, that's why they're going after Ripple. Not them specifically, but internally they knew that Ripple is going to be much bigger than Bitcoin, and they need to put some legal frameworks around this whole industry, and Ripple was going to lead the way. For the individuals that laugh at that, oh, by all means, do it, because I know for a fact at the end of the day, when XRP flips Bitcoin, we're not even going to laugh, because we're going to say, hey, we told you so, and we're going to carry on with our lives, because at the end of the day, we're intelligent individuals, and we're not going to laugh at you. As much as we say we're going to laugh at the individuals that miss out on this opportunity, guess what? It's actually sad. I might even cry for their stupidity. But folks, the information we're going to go over today, the information you're going to hear coming out of Peter Thiel's mouth is monumental. Everybody's going away from Bitcoin. This is not FUD. This is just reality. Regardless of what happens, your average individual should not even be buying Bitcoin right now. Like, if you are, you know, having a $500 passive income every month and you're trying to accumulate crypto and you're accumulating Bitcoin, what are you doing? That's all I got to say. And if you think I'm wrong, I'll let my subscribers, my community tell you why buying Bitcoin right now makes absolutely no sense in the comments down below. But folks, you can now make this stuff up. Just take a listen to what Donald Trump says here. It is truly monumental. And remember, it's just crazy because please, I'm just going to ask you to please comment if you remember me saying this years ago about saying America will be #1. They're not going to let China or any other country fall behind. And guess what? These guys are the biggest players in the game. And that is why this is taking so long. Once crypto takes off, and then the individuals, don't even try to say, you've been saying that for years, blah, blah, blah. Be quiet. Be quiet. Like, just like, if you do not understand the magnitude of this thing, the power of this thing, I'm done explaining it to you in 2025. But listen to what he says here.
Proud to say that we are far and away ahead of China and everybody else. Now, China's getting into it very big right now. If you want to go after people, you're going to kill that industry, and it'll be very bad. Tremendous number of jobs. I campaigned positively on crypto, very openly. I campaigned. Biden campaigned against it. When Biden found out that I was getting like 100% of the crypto vote, which was a lot, he switched totally, and he went in favor of crypto. They went totally in favor. They had many people under indictment. They let them all go. They let them all go. You know that. Many people were under indictment. Biden was a corrupt president. Biden went all in on crypto at the very end because he thought he could get some votes. It didn't work. They voted for me. I want to make crypto great for America. That's the only thing. I don't want to have somebody else have crypto and have China be #1 in the world in crypto. Because in crypto, it's a kind of an industry where basically you're going to have #1 and you're not going to have a #2. And right now, we're #1 by a long shot. I want to keep it that way. The same way we're #1 with AI, we're #1 with crypto, and I want to keep it that way.
And it's remarkable because remember, the next clip I'm going to play is with Peter Thiel. And this was back from 2013. You guys all recall. Peter Thiel was one of the investors right here, right, that came together, big name investors back effort to build a better Bitcoin. Some of Silicon Valley's best known venture funds have backed OpenCoin, a startup with a new digital currency called Ripple. And Peter Thiel co-founder of PayPal at the time, was one of the backers. Very important, and listen to what he says here in a moment. And even when we go back to 2011, May 27th, this is Bitcoin without mining. This is when Jet McCaleb came on the Bitcoin forum and was talking about, hey, we need something better than Bitcoin because this thing isn't gonna, the longevity of it, if we need institutional adoption, if we need real trust, it's not gonna work, okay? And that's where Ripple came out. That's where OpenCoin came out. That's where the XRP ledger came out. By June 2012, Schwartz, McCaleb, and Brito finished the code development and the XRP ledger was complete. And a year later is when these intelligent billionaires came behind it, and then they started backing to build the better Bitcoin for the future. And that is why you have an individual, like if you don't take this as a whole wow moment, and you guys all know this, the fact that Rosie Rios came to the board of Ripple, and she still is there today. And even when she tweeted this out, and everybody's saying this now, even Brad Garlinghouse is saying this now, but listen, Rosie Rios, when she came a couple months later, made this tweet that went absolutely crazy. Back then, you didn't see impressions. You just saw tweets, but you just saw the likes. But 13, I'm going to go ahead and like this again, 13K likes, 5K retweets. And she said, XRP's primary purpose is facilitating cross-border payments while other cryptos find their value in speculation. XRP's primary purpose is facilitating cross-border payments while other cryptos find their value in speculation. And in 2025, you have Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz being vocal about saying we're about to enter a utility phase. Isn't that just monumental? Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and smash that like button. We have been on the money. And any individual that wants to disagree with any of the stuff that we see on this channel, by all means, you have the right to do so. But listen to what Peter Thiel says here. It is truly, truly monumental, a bombshell to say the least. And the fact that he is saying this on this platform, on this magnitude, when he was one of the backers of Ripple and they have a bag of XRP, the individuals that think like that's like false opium or that's like false or misleading information in regards to, Peter Thiel having a bag of XRP alongside Elon Musk, that's a fact. If you disagree with that, I kindly ask you to just leave a dislike and unsubscribe from the channel, because at the end of the day, if you don't see that side, you're never really going to see the full picture. And if you didn't watch yesterday's video, if you missed it, I highly, highly recommend you go watch it. Trust me, it is amazing. Okay, you really want to you do not want to miss yesterday's video. It was very, very important. It's probably one of the, I'm going to say one of the top 10 videos or top 5 videos that I made for the year of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Peter Thiel. And after Peter Thiel, the video is going to end. But you heard Donald Trump, truly, truly remarkable. It's just crazy because that's exactly what I've said on this channel. I don't want to be like, hey, stroke my ego, blah, blah. No. But it's just crazy how far we have come as a community. How much information that we, was spread on this channel that actually came out to be 100%, or at this point, I could use the word or the sentence 1000% correct. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Listen to what Peter Thiel, this is a billionaire telling you this about Bitcoin, okay? And the closed meetings, the conversations on cell phones with other billionaire friends, and they're way ahead of the game. Okay, you got to understand that these guys, they know the agenda way years in advance. And even like CV19 was planned way back in 2017. Okay, this was like, everything is planned out. They already know what's happening. And the fact that Donald Trump said they're going to pay off the debt with crypto, that's going to happen too. The debt is going to be wiped off. We're going to enter a completely new world. Peter Thiel, take it away.
Lost. And so when people in the FBI tell me that they'd much rather have criminals use Bitcoin than $100 bills, it suggests that maybe it's not quite working the way it was supposed to.
Have you sold any of your Bitcoin?
I still hold some. There are all these ways I didn't buy as much as I should have, and I'm not sure it's going to go up that dramatically from here.
From here?
Yeah, I think we got the ETF edition, and I don't know who else buys it quickly from here.
Some interesting investment advice. That actually surprised me because I don't think I've heard you. I thought you were still all in.
I still have a small position. It probably still can go up some, but it's going to be a volatile, bumpy ride. And I had a dual reason. One was this sort of, ideological, decentralized future of computing world that I really do believe in, really believe would be better. And it seemed like the perfect vehicle for that for such a long time. And I am just much less convinced of that. And so
Interesting.
So maybe Larry Fink with the BlackRock ETF surrendered to the forces, the anti-ESG forces, or maybe it's more like Bitcoin's been co-opted by them, and I worry it was more the latter. It's more like Bitcoin's been co-opted by them, and I worry it was more the latter.
There'll be lots of liquidity for cross-currency and cross-border payments, and it'll become a settlement system that will be of high value.
It started with a vision, now it's spreading wide. SLT's the token, it's our Degen pride. 24-hour crypto, leading the call, bringing XRP believers, united we stand tall. First ledger's on fire, trades like the scene. SLT's the movement, power in the dream. From the memes to the moon, we're making it real. 100 XRP, that's the deal. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny.
As long as a specific asset class actually starts moving on-chain wholesale, and you get true hockey stick adoption.
This ain't just a token, it's a battle cry. For those who know, XRP will fly high. Salute is the name, SLT the ticker. First ledger's buzzing, trades getting quicker. Building the future, brick by brick. In a world powered by Ripple, the vision will stick. We're more than a meme, it's a movement strong. XRP believers, let's prove them wrong. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny. 24-hour crypto, the captain of the crew. SLT's the anthem for the bold and true. Through the dips and the pumps, we stand and fight, believing in the ledger, in the dawn's bright light. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny. So raise your SLT, let the world hear the sound. XRP believers, we're Ripple bound. From the memes to the charts, the vision is clear. Salute to the future, the time is near. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny.
With another video.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.